Hi there. Unfortunately I can't be with you all today. I'm actually over in New Zealand at the moment, living it up with the wind and the rain, so just really like Scotland. Bob, I'm really sorry that Jenny and I couldn't be there to share your big day with you, but hopefully we'll be able to make it up to you at some point in the future. And you also did get Millsy as a best man, so probably did pretty well with it, really. I know Bob was gutted when I told him that I couldn't be his best man, simply because I wouldn't be able to share all his embarrassing stories with everyone. But good news, mate, thanks to the wonders of modern technology, I can. There's quite a few stories about Bob, and I'd probably be here all night if I tried to tell you them all, so I just thought I would share a couple with you and hopefully embarrass him completely. There was a time when we were in art at school and Bob gave me a hand bra when his hands were covered in clay, that looked really cool going home in the bus after that, so thanks man. There was also the time when he chiselled his name into the desk in technical studies. Not his best plan ever, since he was the only person called Robin in the class. There was the time when he was visiting me at university when he managed to spew some purple stuff in front of about 300 people, and I think it's actually still staining the tables in Stirling to this day. Or there's the time at Hogmanay when Bob managed to fall face first into a huge puddle of mud and stood up looking like the Swamp Thing. As I say, there's a million more of those, so I'm sure if you ask the boys and buy them a drink, they'll fill you in on the details. My favourite Bob stories though generally involve him getting lost. He has a habit of getting into trouble when he's left to his own devices. You take him out of his car and suddenly he's in big trouble. He once managed to get lost in Glasgow after he decided to jump off a bus because he was desperate to go to the toilet. When he came back out of the toilet, which was in probably the roughest pub ever, he found that there was no bus waiting for him, and so he then spent about the next hour trying to find that little known Glasgow landmark, Hampden Park, which, I mean, I can understand why I can't find that, because it is a huge stadium. But probably his best lost story came a few months after that one. We were in Iceland for the football, and to be fair to Bob, it had been quite a difficult day. We'd been delayed for about 8 hours in the airport, and we pretty much had to go straight to the game from getting off the plane, so we didn't have time to get our bearings. So we went to the game and had a great time. Well, that's a lie, but we had an alright time. Well, it was football. So post-match we head into the city, go for some refreshments, I think probably at some local tea room or something, and to enjoy some intellectual discussion, as we usually do after the games. Now, Bob was still single at this point, and as part of this intellectual discussion he was talking to a nice young lady, and he was enjoying her conversation, and so when we decided to leave the pub, he thought he would hang around and talk to her some more, which was cool. But if anyone's hoping for a bit of a smutty ending to this story, I'm afraid you're out of luck. A few minutes after we left the pub, tea room, Bob decides that he also wants to leave. He's quite hungry, needs a kebab, so he's off to try and find this rare Icelandic delicacy. Sadly, he manages to leave his phone in the pub, can't find the kebab shop, and in fact he manages to get completely lost in Reykjavik. After about 2 hours, he finally manages to find the hotel, gets into the room, and falls into the deepest sleep imaginable. Unfortunately for us, he had the key, the only key to our £300 a night hotel room, which was ever so slightly frustrating, and because he didn't have his phone, we couldn't phone him, which was even more frustrating trying to find out where he was. So in the end, instead of staying in our £300 a night hotel room, I ended up sleeping on the floor in Ginger's room, which was really nice and comfortable, so thanks for that one, mate, good effort. Despite his habit of locking me out of hotel rooms in Scandinavian cities, Bob is actually a great guy, and I'm genuinely proud to call him my best mate. Again, I'm really sorry that I can't be there for you, mate, but I hope you and Nat have a long and happy life together, and Jenna and I wish you both all our love and wish you peace and happiness for your future life together. See you soon.